Jasmyne and Vince.
The JasVynce Show.
The JasVynce Show.
Ooh, what is happening, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Vince, spelled V-I-N-C-E, just because some people think it's spelled differently. But we're here to talk about Married at First Sight, episode
5.
Good job, because we got it wrong last time. Episode 5. The name of this episode is Take Me Down to Paradise City. Where's Paradise City?
I don't know.
Somewhere. We're in Cancun.
Yeah, in Cancun.
Quintana Roo. See?
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 Look at baby knows some geography.
See? I'm doing my thing. The newlywed couples head to Cancun, Mexico to start their honeymoon. Sandy beaches and the clear ocean water help set the tone as they try to grow their connection to last a lifetime. One couple must overcome a roadblock. What could that roadblock be, Jasmine?
It's words.
Words. War of the words, if you will. If you're watching this channel for the first time, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, right? Hopefully you stay tuned and enjoy some more of our content. But please make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
do the things, all the buttons and stuff down there. Do all that. We appreciate you guys.
Respectfully.
Yes, respectfully. If you've been here before, we thank you for coming back and enjoying our channel to talk some Married at First Sight. Also, please make sure you let us know how you feel about these comments.
Respectfully.
And feel about these couples in the comments, but only if you agree with Jasmine's opinion.
Respectfully. No, please disagree.
Respectfully,
please
yes.
Disagree. Just
we do want some. Jasmine was like, "Oh, I know y'all not talking about." There's a lot of people on the internets that have said things about different couples or individuals, and people have their own opinions. So we may disagree, we may agree.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get into it though. I didn't realize we always do this when we falling asleep. So I haven't even gotten into there we go. We're in Denver, right? Denver, where it's cold.
You said falling asleep and made me yawn.
See, ignore it. Positivity, optimism. Right? Let's get through these couples. Yes, lack of people of color still in Denver. So let's get right into the most colorful with the pink, right?
Yeah.
Becca and Austin.
They
have been loving each other this episode.
They borderline loving.
They showed us so much love this episode. I appreciate it. She appreciates it. I think he appreciates it.
I feel like they vibing. They had on matching shirts. You got to be vibing to wear matching shirts.
Yes, I agree. Do you think he's as authentic as he seems and as he makes it, when he's shouting her out, when he's talking, oh, I really appreciate this, and, we're great, and you're so goofy and weird, and I'm so goofy and weird. Like, they've got a lot of similarities, which is cool.
I think they actually vibing. I told you, my thing is, they seem like they're on the same page. My only concern is how heavy things will get. And I also, not that I want them to argue, but I'm curious what they will argue about and how that will go, because I feel like she mentioned in her past she had avoidant relationships, like people that had avoidant argument styles. So I'm like, is this to like let us know that he's probably avoidant as well? I don't know, but
hope he can handle himself.
Mostly good right now.
Yeah, mostly good. She said she feels seen and appreciated, and she wants to do this every day. Being together and having all the things, not married to a stranger.
Getting married to a stranger. I wrote down that I wish they would kiss instead of high-fiving every few minutes. But that was no. In the beginning of the episode, they kept high-fiving. I thought it was weird. No. But towards the end, they were kissing every 5 minutes, so that was cool.
They were doing a lot of kissing in this episode. I don't think we saw much of anything else. Let us know if there's anything we missed. As always, he gave her some props for being as strong as she was, dealing with everything with her condition and her surgery and all these things. And I called it. I was like, she about to cry. Watch, she about to start crying. She got a little teary-eyed.
Are you cry shaming?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Even though her sister also cried when she was sharing those things. So I wonder if he's still even anywhere near aware of how much it's going to take out of him in their relationship, because her sister was distraught when they had that meeting.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. I don't have too many notes about them.
No, not at all.
But I feel like she got a lot going on.
Definitely got a lot going on. She couldn't get into the pool, as they saw. Like,
if you just had surgery, you can't get.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do right after surgery. So I feel like, I don't know if he's going to associate all the things she can't do now with her general life.
Yeah.
Which some of it might be, some of it might not. But like, I feel like they're gonna continue to run into roadblocks where it's like, I'm not trying to be super, super adventurous, but you can't do nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say she a bubble kid at all, but did find out that she doesn't drink. I don't know if I missed that or this was the first time they brought it up.
I feel like she mentioned not drinking before, but I don't know that she doesn't drink.
That's what she said. She doesn't drink.
Not that there's anything wrong.
And she said, and he's like, "Do you have a problem with me drinking?" And she's like, "No, I'm ordering drinks for you." So I was like, interesting. Good. And then also she was saying that like she more recently started like living life intentionally, and like she was struggling with anxiety to the point that she was scared to like go to the store by herself. Yes. And I'm like, this is a lot of layers, and I'm curious what else is going to happen besides them being goofy and cute together.
Goofy and cute.
Most interestingly to me was a conversation about she said, "Tell me how you were as a child." And he's like, I was a little rowdy.
Your mom told me the same thing.
Because people's perception of themselves and reality be two different things. So that's good to know that it's the same. He said that he wants 2 kids because he was an only child. And she said she pictured her life with or without kids.
Okay.
And she was flexible to what her husband wanted. So like, she's like, if you don't want no kids, I'm cool. If you want kids, I'm cool. But I'm curious how the endometriosis will play into that.
I'm glad she said she was flexible, but I feel like that's not nothing that he want to hear right now.
No, I think he seemed cool with it. He was he was trying to do it. He
seemed like cool with it now, but we'll see. We'll see.
He said like 5 years. I thought. Oh no, he said 3 years.
Yes. Anything else about Becca and Austin?
No, babe.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right. Let's get into Lorian.
Okay, babe.
I love you, Jasmine. I love you so
much. I love you too.
Come on, we making it through. We making it through, delirious or not. All right, Lauren and Orion. Last time we saw they were bonnet buddies. That's the last time we checked on them.
Yeah, bonnet buddies. It's okay to protect your hair for the moisture, guys.
They are also talking about how attracted they are to one another and that they're enjoying each other's company. Everybody's, it's literally the honeymoon phase, my friends. They also discuss being parents. They think they'd make great parents. They only want 1 kid, apparently, open to foster care. And
it's open to adoption as
well. Foster.
It's not the same thing.
Let's get into the nitty gritty and emphasis on the nitty.
I feel like it went well in the beginning. Like they were like reassuring each other, and she was like, like when you openly talk about our future, it gives me reassurance in the moment,
which is dope.
They discussed gender roles. They kind of believe in them, but not really. It seemed like. I feel like they completely grazed over the finances conversation. She said that she would wait for him to like talk about it because she's not going to ask a grown man basically about his money situation. He said that he would like to build up to providing. She glossed over that. To me, build up to providing isn't like oh, I got it, but I don't want to do that yet. It's like, oh, I don't have it yet to provide is what I was interpreting it as. But maybe I'm just reading into this.
No, true that. I will hear you on that. Shout out to whoever called us out about skipping over the finances, because they've been skipping over finances too. So yeah, I do appreciate her giving him grace, in terms of how he goes about his finances and whatnot, and that they'll build up to something eventually.
I learned about manscaping in detail this
Yes,
episode as
yes.
well.
I had to explain to Jazz some of the things that,
About ball deodorant.
yes.
Is that what that's not what he
Well,
said
that's
though.
he was saying aftershave, but
Ball
yes,
aftershave.
yes, that's shout out to Manscaped just cause sponsor us. I guess I was wondering if that was
You want some ball deodorant? I'll buy you some. His birthday's next week.
Hook it up. But yes, we got to see her lay her edges, which is something that
What did he say?
it's a very intimate process, in the Black female community, and he got to be welcome, and because he wants to learn more about the culture and stuff. So.
Yeah, he does,
Right.
doesn't he?
And once you lay your edges, like the next thing you got to talk about the N-word like immediately after, right? I don't know why. I don't know why that was the thing that.
I mean, she precursored it before she asked.
Yes. Why do you think? Do you think it's because she was laying up in bed at night thinking, I wonder if he said that? Do you think that's what she was doing?
I think it's the same as you wanting to go into the Big Brother house and be like, now who all racist? Let's just get it out here.
Gotta get it out
I
the
think
way.
it's the same thing.
You gotta get it out the way. So I think she was up thinking.
I think
about
she
it.
just wanted to see how in tune he was
Right.
with what is appropriate and what's not appropriate, and also she saw how he reacted to the reservation comment.
Oh,
which
did
was
he
sparking.
react to the reservation? He was chill, but he was not feeling it, and he let it be known. And I appreciate the way that he handled that before. Now, in this situation,
I wish he would have kept that same energy.
keep that same. That's all we ask. Keep that same energy, right? In this situation, have you ever said the N-word? He was very honest. Yes, I have. Probably singing a song or being ignorant in the past and stuff like that. I do not say it to this day, and I was not, proud of myself in the past.
Yeah, Moms was like, nah.
He always know the right things to say. Come on, all right. What did she say? Can I punch you for my ancestors or something like that? Thought that was pretty funny, but like, in all seriousness, yes. They got into the conversation about ignorance.
Yeah.
I'll let you take.
What did he say? He said there's a word that we don't say. And I can't remember what. Oh.
We won't say that word.
Yeah. He said something.
There was a word.
There's a word.
There's
and she guessed.
He guessed
the Washington, the
yes.
former name of the Washington
football team. Yes, the Commanders.
And he said no, but you should never say that word.
Don't say it.
And I was like, she was like, I don't really know what that means. And he went into a whole synopsis.
Right after she said that she don't know what it means, she repeated it and then kind of giggled, and they're this close to each other.
Yeah.
So it was, you know what I'm saying? Him not being prepared for her to say
but
it.
in between that, he said it back to her. Like, let's be clear.
Nobody said the N-word. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, nobody said that. But yeah, he wasn't feeling that. He wasn't feeling that one bit. And actually, she was like, wow, I've never...
She said she did want to know where it originated from.
Yeah.
Because when I hear that word, I'm thinking literally skin, right?
Yes.
But I didn't know that that's what that meant.
And you a history buff, too.
I'm a history person, but I honestly did not. Maybe I did way back when. But when he described it, I was like, that's not what clicked in my head. So I was like, oh, I see why that would be offensive to that degree.
That is,
and I feel like she was apologetic about it. And she even went so far as to say, like, when you're offended, is it automatically switch I'm offended? Or do you, like, consider anything surrounding it? Because she was like, I feel like when the white man said crazy stuff, you had some different energy. And I would kind of agree with her. I feel like Cameron didn't ask, oh, what am I saying that's offensive? He knew what he said was offensive.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
She didn't know what it even meant when she said it.
And he repeated, he hears ignorance. I did think it was funny that, as they were getting into it, it kind of seemed like it was going like downhill, not in a bad way, but like it was de-escalating.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I'm really glad we had this talk. Like, I don't know how you feel. I'm heated. I'm heated. I'm like, so he brought it back up.
I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to be offended, but what I'm saying is I feel like you have to consider her intention, and her intention was to understand
Yes.
and gain clarity and know what is okay and what not to say to her husband. Like, she was trying to learn his triggers in that moment.
Yeah.
And as a wife, I thought that was great, but I felt like he didn't give her very much grace, and I didn't like that.
And Keisha didn't like it either.
And Keisha, shout out to Keisha, because she was
Keisha.
like, "We got to talk about it, boo boo." Because
she pressed him a little bit. I'm glad because Jazz was pissed. She was like, you know what? You right. He didn't come with that same. Why, when it's a black woman and your wife at that?
Your wife should get more grace. That's just my opinion.
All right.
If somebody on the street say something to you, or somebody you kind of know of, and your wife says something to you, it should be a different reaction.
All right, we all suffering just because you had to come up with some. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that same energy. That's all we ask. Right? And again, shout out to Keisha for bringing it to him again. Like, hey,
I appreciate the education.
The black woman
moment.
struggle, kind of similar. She's probably the only other person in not just the show, but all of Denver that can identify with any of these, shortcomings or aggressions that you might be experiencing. And also she meant no harm. So chill out.
And also what cracked me up is the other two people on the show jumped in, was like, yeah, because I didn't like how you didn't give her no grace. I was like, oh. I'm like, don't start now. Don't start, because he'll go in on you.
They were trying to start.
Cliff was nice.
They were trying. Shout out to Cliff.
Sorry, Clint.
Shout out to Clint.
Clint.
Shout out to Clint.
Yeah.
They were nice. Anything else about this wonderful couple? We're looking forward to seeing them do
I'm
better.
still optimistic. I didn't like the preview for next week, but I'm still optimistic.
What happens next week?
She says that she had sex 2 months ago. She wasn't matched 2 months ago, so that's the way I see it. Now, she said 2 weeks ago. Y'all didn't have that energy when Eris was having sex right before.
We did, and it was her friend. Still, that still blows my mind. I kind of want to know how that situation worked out. Still.
Oh, God.
Anything else about Orion and Lauren? Please let us know in the comments. How you feel about this couple? If you think they're gonna make it, if they're gonna have some more issues.
Are we rating them?
Etc. Oh my goodness! I think wait. I mean, if you want to, we could do a pre-rating. We could do it. But yes, this is Cameron and Claire, who Cameron let us know in the beginning of this episode. The very point of the honeymoon is to get physical, my friends. That's what we're here for. How physical do you think Cameron and Claire are getting?
Not physical at all.
Do they even seem like they like each other at all, Jasmine?
You said it, they always seem like they want to punch each other in the face.
They seem like they're on one slick comment away from scrapping. Like they say, "Oh yeah, this is nice." Oh well, what do you want to know about me? All right, clearly y'all ran out of things to talk about. So why don't just get
Scrappy dude?
Just get Scrappy dude. Let me at him.
I wrote down that Claire seems like she's friend zoning him from body language.
Yeah.
She kept doing this, the buddy old pal, hitting him on the shoulder. I was like, this is weird. What is that?
Yeah, they're optimistic still. They seem like they want to continue to work things out. But I can't think of what couple to compare them to, because we've seen so many, Henry and I don't
Christina?
know. Maybe. We've seen so many couples where it's just like, all right, you're cool to talk to, but I can tell that you're a little annoying, and also don't touch me.
I don't know who.
Don't touch me.
I thought it was weird because Kim was like, when they were all talking, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I love I really like my wife. She's cool. We're totally getting along." He said he's looking for the spark that normally happens in the first few dates, and he said that he was jealous that Beckett and Austin were vibing, and I was like,
I bet he is.
That is so lame to be grown and be like, I'm jealous that another couple is vibing. That's weird.
What you gonna do? That's all the notes that I have for them.
I got lots of notes.
Yeah, go ahead.
They said that the first night they discussed intimacy, and he said that she talked so long and around in a circle that he didn't know what she wants as far as intimacy. I was like, is it that? I'm thinking, was she talking around in the circle, or did he? What is it, babe?
Continues. Did he?
did he want to hear one thing so he couldn't listen to anything she had to say?
I thought you were just gonna say straight up he wasn't listening.
Yeah,
he wasn't listening. I feel like he very much seems to me as the type of person that's like waits for you to finish flapping your gums so he can start telling the rest of the story now.
Yeah, that's
stupid. So yeah, but my turn now.
Yeah, I could see that. I kind of get that. So anyway, they're going to go stand up paddle boarding, which it seemed like they had fun during the activity, but I was thrown off because she described his outfit to a T. She looked like, actually, she said he looked like a dad with 3 kids, right? He looks like...
That's a big flame, by
You know what he looked like? He looked like how when you go to a resort, you see the toddlers dressed. That's exactly what he looked like. He was matching head to toe. Well, shirt and the trunks were matching.
I didn't get
he
any
had
pictures
the water shoes. He had the little boat hat. I was like, he has no style.
Only thing he was missing was like the strip of sunscreen
yes.
on his nose.
Yes.
Maybe some floaties. Like,
oh my gosh,
he
should have had the flippers. I would have died.
Yeah, it was.
He has no. It seemed like he has no swag. And I keep going back to the introduction at the wedding where the friend said the most interesting thing about him is his accent. Like, I'm like, he's really lame.
That's all you get from the New Zealand.
I also wrote, why is she wearing jean shorts to go paddleboarding?
Hey.
I thought that was weird.
Give her a break. Anything else about Cameron and Claire? Still?
Yes. The biggest one.
Let them have it.
They went to dinner. She was talking about, so how do you feel about therapy? So he says, he hasn't done therapy as an adult. He said he doesn't want to do therapy now in his life because he says anything that he needs seems to find him when he needs it.
That's beautiful.
It kind of was until Claire was like, are you saying that you don't have to work for things? Like, she basically was saying, like, he said, like, a door is presented and he just walks through it. And she was like, that sounds like a privileged mindset. And I was like, privilege? Are we surprised? Young Reservation? His name is going to be Young Reservation for the season. I'm not calling him that. I'm calling him it.
You call him that. Keep going. What you got?
That's what I got.
I ain't got nothing else about that.
Privilege is what I got.
I barely took notes about Emily and Brennan, but they also seem... kind of cool.
I got some notes for them.
We still got to wait. Do you have anything else about Cameron and Claire? Let us know how y'all feel about this couple.
I'm not feeling them.
Because, 1, Jazz is not feeling them. 2, I like to sit back and wait, but it's looking a little bit awkward. I think the thing that I would probably be looking the most forward to is when we get to whenever the experts decide to step back in.
Right.
And we get some of those, those intimacy exercises and stuff like that. Stuff to make them have the conversations and talk about the things.
I think Claire seems boring and much older than she is.
Oh,
That's what I'm getting.
You said it.
Because I was looking at her age. I was like, she's 27? Like, she's so serious.
You said it, not I.
All right, Brennan and Emily, they was getting litty in the city, okay?
Wait. Did you see my notes?
No.
Did I say that?
Did you wrote that?
I literally, that's the only note.
That's what you wrote?
Litty in the city.
We've been together too long. That's so crazy.
That's funny.
You know I can't see that.
That's funny. Only other thing I had was that she said that he exceeded her expectations.
Yeah.
And not just to the camera. She said that in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just rubbing it in, girl. Rubbing it in. But yes, they was litty in the city.
That is funny that's what you wrote.
I literally did.
It's probably because I've heard you say it before enough for me to just be like, yeah, that's how I'm supposed to say it. I wasn't thinking about it like that. You
want another child? It was too much. That was
a lot of shots.
Are you like a party guy or?
That's not.
Because I was going in college.
All right. Anyway, so the notes I have, apparently they took a shower together.
Oh, yeah.
And also I wrote, she bust her ass and broke her hand slipping. They showered together but PG-13. I don't know what that means. That's what she said. PG-13 shower. What's that?
Bathing suits.
Bathing suits? Oh, okay. They talked about, she said she likes to travel and she doesn't know where her money goes.
That's not good.
So she doesn't budget. And he said, he believes in living below his means. He said he's the auditor and he's gonna figure out where that money's going.
At least.
Whew.
At least.
Not that that's, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like that. I'm not a super budgety person, but I do like keep track of my money. So I think that that's a little concerning. I'm concerned to know if she has savings, is all I'm saying. He looks like he's not going to make it through these shots.
Yeah, he was at his limit. I don't know what his limit was, but it was a little bit. Even he admitted that, pukage is very close.
She brought up sex, and he said they are building towards sex, but I got that he wants to wait for sex and build emotional connection first.
Which is dope. It seems like I think most of the guys, well, at least 2 of the 4 have said that so far. So
I think Austin would have smashed if he could.
I think so.
All right. Are we rating this week?
Would you like to get into a preliminary
Michael
rating?
and she.
Let's talk about Michael and she. I might have to hit up the Married at First Sight Twitter page so I could get the GIF with all the couples on it. But anywho, what would you rate this wonderful, wonderful couple, Jasmine?
Michael and she, 0.
A 0. It is a 0.
It's no cap.
Right. I will jot these in my notes. So what we do here, again, if it's your first time watching our channel, this is the end of the episode, but we usually do a ratings where we rate each couple individually or together. We rate them together as a couple, right? Our ratings are usually based on compatibility, intimacy, red flags, the amount of getting alongness and all that other good stuff. But the rules are, we usually start ratings around the honeymoon time, usually after the honeymoon, but just to, gauge them as a true couple. The only other rule is that no one gets a 10 in Jasmine's eyes until they both say yes on decision day.
I feel like we should change our rating system to out of 5.
That'll make it a little bit harder. Or let us know how you feel about it. We could possibly edit the rating system.
Because people be getting 7s a lot, and I'm like, nah, you need a 6 or 8.
This is true. But as of right now, if you would like to drop some ratings for these couples in the comments, please feel free to do so. Let us know how you're feeling about them. Let's get started with Becca and Austin first. They've been doing pretty well. They seem to be bonding and communicating well enough. How are you feeling? Out of 10 or out of 5? You get the first rating going, baby.
Out of 5.
Out of 5 it is. Come on.
I'm giving them a 4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You sure you want to do this?
A 4.
A 4 out of 5.
I said a 4.
A 4 out of 5. All right. What about Lauren and Orion?
I'm getting some little pink flags from Orion, actually.
Pink flags. What do you
I'm going to give them a 3.
3 out of 5.
Yeah. We got to be realistic, babe.
I like the 10s, but we can discuss the 5s, yes. But then I'm saying that doesn't give us much range to, like, if somebody made progress, then do they we'll talk about it.
We have to be more realistic.
We'll stay on the Uber scale, I guess. Cameron and Claire.
I'm gonna give them a 1. I don't like them as a match.
I thought you were gonna go 2.
No, I was thinking about it, but I don't really like them as a match. 1 out of 5.
Let us know what your rating would be. Emily and Brennan is our last couple.
I'm gonna give them a 3.
I'm not mad at that. 3 out of 5.
She got some red flags.
More will be revealed about them. We'll see more about them. The red flags are starting to peer their heads just a tiny, tiny bit. But they've got so many more conversations to have. Anything else you want to say about these couples or something you're looking forward to, my Jasmine?
I want to know if we actually going to talk about finances like we used to do
We have to. It has to happen.
They haven't done it in a few
It has to happen. It has to happen at some point. Especially after that Michael faking the job situation. If y'all remember that.
Instructor.
If y'all remember that, the teacher / janitor / good stuff. Sorry, black man. Anything else, Jasmine? I think that is all we have for another episode of The Jasmine Show. Peace out, y'all. Subscribe and like and all that good stuff. See you next week.
Jasmyne and Vince.
The JasVynce Show.